What's good, y'all? It's your boy Truly Unguardable back at again with another banger, and based on the title and the thumbnail, you already know what time it is. So in this video, I'm going to be reviewing and showing you guys the top 5 best builds in NBA 2K20. Now, you guys might be like, Unguardable, how do you know? Well, guys, I am an 81 percentage player. I have over 1,000 games played. I'm a Superstar 3, so I think I'm pretty credible, at least, when it comes to knowing what the best builds are. I am a center. There's going to be 2 center builds, 2 guard builds, and 1 lockdown build on this list. I feel like they're the best builds in the game. I'm going to be ranking them 5 through 1. Starting at 5 is the worst, 1 is the best. Clearly it's not the worst, but it's still good. Now, if you guys do want me to do like a top 5 jump shots, top 5 other stuff, I will be doing top 5s because it's that time of year where content is dry and you got to just figure out new stuff. So I want to do some top 5 stuff. Now, guys, before we get into this, please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. And if you click the noti bell and you're notified whenever I upload, be a part of Noti Gang. You could get mod in my streams. You could win awards because sometimes I do shout outs for whoever gets the first noti. I do all this stuff. So if you would like to win that or have the chance to win that, make sure you click the bell. You gotta subscribe, click the bell, and press all. Also, comment something nice, you know. Alright, guys, share this video with your friends. Let them know what the best builds are. So yeah, let's get into this banger. So I'm not gonna be doing it unclipped. I'm going to be doing it live for you guys. I'm gonna be doing like a review kind of thing. So I have multiple builds, but I'm gonna be showing you guys the 5th build right now. Alright, guys, so for the 5th best build, it's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst. I'm gonna be going with this lockdown build. Now, what you want to do is you want to choose the half shooting, half rebounding pie chart, and what you're going to want to do is then choose agility and strength. So let's find the agility and strength. It's right there. All right, so then what you guys want to do is you guys want to clearly max out mid-range, 3-point, free throw, post fade, get as many badges as you possibly can, then max out all defense. Now after that, guys, I'm gonna max out all defense. We have 21 badges for defense and 18 for shooting. That's really good. But another perk about this build is that you have driving layup, driving dunk, and close shot you can upgrade. So now I get not only those badges, but now 4 finishing badges as well. This build is very solid. You're also going to be very fast. I would just put the remaining badge points on like standing dunk, get your 5th, get the 5th one. It doesn't matter what you go with. You can go with compact, solid, defined, whatever you want to do. I like compact or solid. Those are my favorite. I'm gonna choose solid. But the height you're gonna want to make him is 6'5", because most guards this year are 6'5" or lower. So 6'5", lowest weight. That's where the strength comes in. Max wingspan, and then you guys want to choose lock takeover. So this build, all in all, is a really good build. It's a perimeter lockdown. And as this is at the 5th spot, this build is pretty solid. If you want to make a lockdown that you can spot up as on 3s or pro-am, this is definitely your build. Now, I wouldn't recommend this build for 2s unless you're playing with a very skilled guard and you're also very good. Now, the problem with this build that makes it not lower in my list is that because it's not tall, and the only reason I don't make it tall is because it's meant to guard guards on the 3s. It's not meant to play 2s, and you can't play 2s with it because it's tall. Also, another problem I have with this build is the fact that it's just lockdowns aren't really a necessity nowadays. You can play with 2 guards on the 3s, and it normally works out. You don't really need to have a lockdown. But it is definitely a perk, and you guys are going to see later on in the list there are some pretty solid builds that involve lockdowns. All right, so let's get into our number 4 spot. This was our number 5. Let's get into the number 4 spot. All right, guys, so for the number 4 spot, we have the BP build. Now you might be thinking the BP build isn't the best guard build in the game. Well, I thought so too, but there are a few problems with it that I will be explaining. So number 1 problem is that the BP build, since it doesn't have very high ball handling, was meant to just be able to barely speed boost so it can do the behind the back. But as you guys know, the behind the back is now patched out of the game, so you can't really use the build effectively anymore. The build, there are other guard builds that are better than it now, but I would definitely stay away from this build. It's my guard build, but I don't really play guard a lot, and when I do, I do play pretty well, but it's like, come on, like I wish I had a better build. So it is the BP build. I'm gonna show you guys how to make it right now, and show you guys and tell you guys more about it. So the BP build is a slashing and playmaking pie chart, or slashing and sharpshooting, I apologize, and you want to choose the primary agility. So now that we have this, it's you want to max out all shooting. I'm gonna be fixing some of this later because I know this isn't correct, guys. Don't worry, don't roast me in the comments. I know this isn't the right BP build. Trust me, I know. Don't roast me, like I said. I do not want the smoke. Alright, so what you guys want to do is take away post moves. How does my build go? My build definitely, it looks like this. No, my build has 15 badges. Alright, there we go. Alright, so this is the BP build right here. You get, you can speed boost when you go down to 6'2", like I went. So a lot of people go 6'3", so they still get contact dunks, but I went 6'2". I would make him 6'2". I like having him at 6'2". Lowest weight, lowest wingspan, so we can speed boost, and then slashing takeover, so it tricks other people. So guys, you get 15 playmaking badges. You get 15. You get 15 playmaking badges, 15 what's it called, slashing badges, and then I think like 20 shooting badges. Your Hall of Fames are shooting and slashing clearly, and then you get 3 defense badges. Now the problem with this build, guys, is one, defense. Your defense is not the greatest it could possibly be, and you really need a high defense in this game as a guard. I know I just said that being a lockdown isn't needed, but I'm talking about primary lockdown. The half lockdowns builds are really good. But yeah, this is your number 4 build. It's a good build, but then it's like, you know, it's like an type of thing. You gotta pick your poison with this build. You could have an offensive demon, but it's hard to score, or unless you know really how to dribble, then you're good. Or you could have a build that's all around. All right, so this is your number 4 spot. Let's get into our number 3 spot. All right, guys, so with our number 3 spot, you guys are going to be very surprised on what I'm choosing right here, but this build is extremely good. I will not lie. This build is like, it's good. Yeah, for 1v1 court, it's good for 2s, but not for 3s. Here's the build. It's an interior force. Now, you guys might be thinking, unguardable. Why an interior force? What the heck? This build is just so good, and you guys, you're gonna want to choose all around, the agility, strength, all that. So after you upgrade all the finishing, this is how you make the build, and then I'm gonna go dive in depth how to actually, you know, about the build, because I have this build and I play on it a lot. This build is very, how do I explain it? It's very shaky. It's very scary to play on sometimes. Like, how do I, like, it's just, you know, you guys know what I'm trying to get at. The build's good, but then it's also like not at the same time. If you understand that same statement, then you understand, like, it's just like you got to pick your poison again. So go down to 3 playmaking badges. You want quick first step on gold. All right, guys, so this is the full build. But this build, like, why I say it's good and it deserves a number 3 spot is because not only are you have just a slashing demon that can just catch lobs, you have the ability to, like, when you make it this type of build, you have the ability to also, like, kind of, you know, kind of like be able to rebound a little bit. You know, this is interior finisher, but, you know, rebound a little bit, not a lot, but just, you know, rebound a little bit. You get a few rebounding badges, but this build is really solid just for dominating, guys. I mean, I dominate with this build all the time and just literally go crazy. And this is why it deserves a number 3 spot. Like, this build, you can dunk on people, and you can just, you know, I know I apologize for my very brief me talking about this build, because I don't really have a lot to say about this build. It's more of like you can see what it do more than you can explain what it does. Because I mean, yeah, oh, you can dunk on people, yeah, real smart, unguardable, but no, like, basically what I mean by you can dunk on people is like, it's just you can just force your way into the paint, force your way to get those contact dunks, force your way to get those layups. It's just a very strong build when it comes to that. So that's why it deserves the number 3 spot. Let's get into our number 2 spot, and it is another center build. All right, guys, so the build I have here is none other than the glass cleaning lockdown at center. Now, you guys might be like, unguardable, this is your main build, right? Yes, guys, this is my main build. This is the build I run on, and people ask for this build all the time. I'm gonna do a separate in-depth build video on this. So if you want this build video with badges, animations, everything, I will post that later this week probably. So make sure you subscribe, turn on the bell so you know that I'm uploading it. But for this one, you're also, I think I chose all 3 around. I think I went with that because that is pretty solid and really what you want to go with. But yeah. I'm gonna show you guys how to make it right now. Like I said, I am gonna go more in depth on it later in a separate video, because this is my personal build. So you want to max out all of this, and then you want to max out clearly all of your defense. Now, I messed up and didn't max out my steal, which I regret now because I'm not in the passing lanes as much as I would like to be, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really affect me. I wanted to get driving layup and my driving dunk and my standing dunk higher. So here, I'll show you guys what I did. This is exactly what I did right here. I did this, and I actually did that. So I did that, or no, I went like this. Alright, guys, so I went like that and then did that. So that's what I did with my build, but I wouldn't recommend it. But this build is, I put him at 7 foot because this build is better at 7 foot. I can name so many reasons. It's not a good build. It's a good build at 6'11", but it's so much better at 7 foot. I chose rim takeover, and I don't regret it at all. Rim takeover is the best takeover, but the glass king lockdown is just, there's so many things about it that makes it a good build. You can be a spot up, you can be a pick and popper, you can set screens, you can shoot mid ranges, like you can dunk with this one. It's just an all around really good build. And if you just want to make the best center build, I would make this build 150%. I would make this build. So I'm gonna go into the number 1 spot up next, but before we do that, I'm gonna give you guys an honorable mention. I'm gonna tell you this right now. An honorable mention right now is the 2-way slashing playmaker. I know you guys probably thought that the build was gonna be number 1, but the reason the 2-way slashing playmaker isn't number 1 is because it's behind the back side of the game now, and basically you can't do anything with the build anymore. The build's not that good anymore. It's really not. I played against a build recently, and it's so nerfed now to the point where, like, it's just not worth it. So we are going to get into the number 1 spot. That was our honorable mention. Now, before we get into this number 1 spot, this is a guard build, and I want you guys to smack the like button, smack the sub button before we get in here if you haven't already. It really helps on my channel and helps me out a lot. So yeah, it'd be greatly appreciated if you could do that. Also, comment something like let's do my shout outs right now. If you comment down below pink rose, comment pink rose, and you are eligible to get a shout out in my next video. I know I didn't do shout outs this video, but I will be doing them next video. So comment pink rose, and you have the possibility of getting a shout out. So you should probably do it, but you have to be subbed in order to get it. Also, share the video with friends. Come on, help your boy out. Now let's get into this number 1 spot. All right, guys, so as a lot of you guys probably expected, with the number 1 build, we have the playmaking shot creator. Now hold up, before you go to the comments and rush like, no, the 2A slashing playmaker shouldn't be an honorable mention, blah 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 blah. Listen, hear me out. I'm gonna show you in depth on my 2A slashing, my playmaking shot creator build, why it's so godlike, and why I recommend it to anyone that's thinking about making a build. So you're gonna want to clearly pick the playmaking and shooting pie chart. But a lot of people, what they mess up is, you want to pick the agility pie chart as well. But a lot of people that mess up is they try to make the slashing on this build good. You don't want the slashing on this build good. You're gonna be able to hit layups no matter what. What you want to do is upgrade all the defense, make him a defensive demon, and it's basically like you have a 2-way play sharp. It's insane. You only need 20 playmaking badges, so you can erase post moves. You only need 20 playmaking badges. That's 11 defensive and rebounding badges right there, and I still get 21 playmaking badges. This build is a demon. It's a demon. This is the best all-around build by far. Now, I would make him personally, if I had to make him, I'd probably make him 6'4", lowest weight, and then like 77.9 wingspan probably. That's probably what I'd do. And then of course, sharp takeover. But that's the best build in the game, by far. No one can convince me different. Like, this build is just so good. Now, if you want to try to convince me, what you're gonna have to do is comment. You're gonna have to comment. Don't be rude in the comments, calling me an idiot and stuff, you know? This is just my personal opinion and what I think. Clearly, a lot of us are probably gonna have different opinions, so, you know. But, I definitely would suggest making this build 150%. Now, before I end the video, I'm gonna go back to my main menu, and I'm gonna show you guys my builds, what I have. I have all these builds right here. I have 285s. I have a slashing playmaker that I'm working on, because the slashing playmaker build isn't that bad, and I wanted to try it out. I tried it about like a few months ago. And then I have my 98 glass king lock. It should be a 99. I don't know why I'm not 99. I'm thinking about like 98.9. But guys, if you would like to play with me and you know, grind up with me, I am looking for a new duo partner to play and grind with every day. So if you want that to be you, make sure you comment your PSN, and also you know, help, that would, you know, like of the stream. So I am just, you know, I just messed up heavily. I'm not even gonna cut that out. You know what? I'm not gonna cut that out. I'm gonna keep that in here because I'm real, and I don't feel like cutting it out. So, like I was saying, if you want to play with me, I'm an SS3. My PSN is truly unguardable. Yes, I'm in truly blessed. It's not a lie. A lot of people think I'm not in truly, which is kind of weird, but you know, But if you'd like to follow me on social media, all my social media links are in the description. And if you want to add me, you can add me or comment your PSN. I will add you back. I add all subs. You know, it's just something I do that's kind for my subs. I'm on PlayStation, so if you're on Xbox, I apologize. Now guys, on this channel, I like to upload anything creative. I like to upload outfit videos. I like to upload jump shot videos. I like to upload all that stuff. But I also like to upload creative videos, like the first ever fashion show on NBA 2K20 or impersonating YouTubers. Those videos might have been done by other people, but I was definitely the first person to do it. If you go look back, I did those videos like a few months ago, and now I see multiple people trying to do it and claim they're the first one, but I did it first. I cannot lie. That was me. So, you know, I love being creative and uploading creative content. So if you just want to be enjoyed by my creative content and also by my informational content, smack that sub button, man. It really helps on my channel. I'm not gonna say it again, trust me guys, I probably won't. But yeah, it's been your boy truly unguardable. I hope everyone has a blessed day. Have an amazing night, have an amazing morning, have an amazing afternoon, whatever time it is for you. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and peace.